depression kills. Now I know that this topic is not the happiest of the happiest, but I think it's very important. Let's face it, if you've ever been depressed like I have, there are times when it gets so bad that you wish that you've never been born at all, and there are times when you just want to fall off the face of the planet. I'm not a professional, I'm not a psychiatrist. If you think you need help, by all means, go see a psychiatrist. I'm just here wanting to help you by sharing my experiences, that it might help you cope with the situation that you're in or dealing with that sadness, because I've been there. I'm not here to compare my sad experiences with yours. I'm not here to say to you that I've been more depressed than you. But whatever situation that you're in, whatever it is that you're going through, we've all been there. Not in that situation that you're in specifically, but we've all been in that sad hole, that dark room, that dark tunnel, man, that dark corner where everything just feels like it's closing in on you. It feels so dark that it feels like it's never gonna get better. And when you get out of it, later you fall back into that same hole, that same room, that dark corner. And I know that some of you may think that you know me and Joven, what do you have to be sad about? What do you know about depression? Well, let me tell you, I've experienced losing someone. I recently just lost a friend. I've already lost both of my parents. I've lost material things. That can be depressing too sometimes. I've lost a house, a nice car, a slightly fancy way of living. I've had everything that I needed at one point in my life, just to see it all be stripped away from me. I've been embarrassed, I've been humiliated, I've been brokenhearted quite a few times actually. I've been cheated on, I've been lied to, I've been divorced, and then marry someone else just to see that relationship fail when it's supposed to be my redemption. I've been there, man. I've gotten separated from my eldest son, who was almost 3 at the time when I took care of him for a very long time. You can just imagine how that feels, man. There were moments when I would just cry myself to sleep. I've been there. I would bury my face in that pillow just so that I can scream out loud with no one hearing me. And I would cry out of the blue sometimes, just staring at my computer at work. And people around you are taking a notice. They're noticing that you're crying, and it's awkward. There are those moments when you just feel sad for no good reason and you don't know why. And the thought of being alone in the house at one point when I was going through stuff, it was so dreadful, that my hands would actually tremble, right before unlocking that door to get into the house. I didn't want to be alone in that house. And I would just leave again instead of going into the house. I blamed myself for the bad things that I've experienced, thinking that it's my fault and that I'm just not enough. If that's not depression, then you're right. I don't know what is. But there are things that, I keep in mind whenever I fall into these moments of sadness. You just gotta remember that even the most successful people, your idols, the people that you look up to, they've been in sad situations too, but somehow they've turned it into something. There will always be people that want to see you fail. And this happens to the best of us, to all of us. It's just human nature, I guess. You have to know that there's always a way out, and it's not what you're thinking. Try your best not to dwell in them. I know it's easier said than done, but don't dwell on the things you have no control of. Don't stress over the things that are not in your power, because this thing that's making you sad, it could be a blessing in disguise. I also like to remember these people that I know or think I know that want to see me fail. And I use that to my advantage. I use that as my motivation to do the things I want to do. That it drives me. It drives me to succeed. But for me, it's these guys right here. It's this person. I surround myself with people I love and who just might love me back. And I will do everything in my power to see them thrive and live life to the fullest. I remind myself that I'm here for a reason, and that it's a good one, that I'm blessed. So for me, staying home and doing nothing is the worst thing I can do for myself. What I do is I go. Even if I don't feel like going anywhere, I go out. I know it's probably irrelevant right now with the pandemic and all, but I used to just go to a place that makes me happy. I just love to surround myself in a beautiful environment. Even if I don't feel like going anywhere, I fight it. But for some people, it's actually the opposite. But take a listen to my friend Jervy and hear what he has to say about it.
My father's co-worker, he brought me to a place. It's really a depressed place. And what I asked him is, why do we go here? Why do we go to this place? It's really depressing. What he told me really surprised me. He told me, I have a very big problem, and if I have a very big problem and I'm feeling down and I feel like quitting, I go to the depressed area, the most depressed area that I know. And then if I see people smiling and it seems like they don't have a problem, even if that's their condition, it made my problem really, really small. It made me think twice. Like, I had everything. I have a car, I have a good home, I have good work. These people, they don't have anything, but they can still smile, right? So it kind of made me feel better in what I have. It made me think twice.
So you see, whatever it is, each and every one of us have a different way of dealing with this. You have to find it deep down. I know it's hard, and you just want to crawl into that hole and never come out, but you just have to fight it. Fight that feeling of giving up. The best way to recover for me from that sadness or depression is to do the things that I love to do. It distracts me from that darkness. If you fight it and take action, you might just turn it around. Don't let anyone stop you from doing the things you want to do. And you just might be surprised of what you're capable of doing or who you can become. So I do things. I do things. I count my blessings. You have to count your blessings. As hard as it may be in this particular moment, this difficult time, you have to count the blessings. If you just get out of that bed, get out of that couch, you never know what can happen. If you fail, well, so what? Get up. Fail again, get up again. You see, you are a good person. You are enough. And you are awesome because no one is like you. There's only one you. There's only one. You know, we can do this. I know it's hard. I know that that sometimes things just suck. But you can't stay in that dark hole, man. I at one point, or not just once, but quite a few times in my life, thought that no one really cares. No one loves me. And then look at what happened. Look who are the people in my life now. You know, it's not a lot of people, but they mean so much to me to keep going, to just go after it, go after my dreams. You know, we will all die someday. You might as well live your life to the fullest. You might as well reach for those dreams. You might as well do everything you can possible. You have to tackle the bull by its horn. You can't let life push you around. Alright? You push that life. You direct. You're the director of your own movie. Just go after it, man. Whatever it is that you're into, just go after it. You have nothing else to lose. So what are you waiting for? Get out of that bed. Get out of that couch. And just take action. Do it without looking back. Do it with all your heart, man. Be savage about it. You. I'm talking to you. I mean it. And just hang in there. And then once you're done with the crying, dust yourself off and just do it.